First thing, we need less specialization and more human and social sciences on the background of engineers. We need technologists to understand better the problems that they are going to solve with the technologies. Because, by the way, being a creative engineer is not an oxymoron. It's what an engineer should do. Because any engineer is creating a technology. A technology is something that is not there before someone invents it to solve some problems.
Okay, we have a special treat for you. We have a welcome speech, a scene-setting speech from the Rettore of the Politecnico di Torino. Let's welcome to stage Guido Saracco. Oh, he's here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Good morning, Rettore. I'm glad, but I kind of half wish that we'd done that trick about the bot, the avatar with you as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm director of a technical university, you know. And we are supposed to prepare the new technologists. But the AI is so much impacting that it's changing deeply the way we are preparing them. I'm going to talk about what is happening to us, to professors.
Wonderful. I'm going to leave you to it. Round of applause for Rettore, please.
Thank you very much. Well, as a matter of fact, we are the first technical university to be born in Italy. Actually, it was born even before Italy was created. It was 1859, a couple of years before the birth of our country, a couple of years before MIT was created. We are proud of that, but that's the only time we are ahead of them. But we are doing our best to keep up. It's a hectic moment for universities. The faster we change, the faster we grow in rankings, because we need to change, definitely. The curriculum of an engineer, for instance, is 5 years if he is or she is very, very bright and can make it through this 3+2 background education platform. If you think that you're not going to change on time any year the contents and also the pedagogic way you are teaching in this 5 years, you are at the risk of having a professional that gets out and do not recognize the world he is working in. So we underwent a change in the way we are preparing the engineers for these new challenges. First thing, we need less specialization and more human and social sciences on the background of engineers. We have been training for 160 years, sort of nerd engineers, fond of technologies, doing their job fast, but someone else was taking decisions, and someone else was driving the economy. Now there are no more big companies that are deciding everything. Everyone is struggling for survival. Everyone is moving around in a globalized world. And we need professionals to have embedded decision-making qualities. And we need technologists to understand better the problems that they are going to solve with the technologies. Because, by the way, being a creative engineer is not an oxymoron. Is what an engineer should do. Because any engineer is creating a technology. A technology is something that is not there before someone invents it to solve some problems, to give benefit to society. So we put in the preparation of engineers not just hard science in the first year, which is selecting a lot of people, and then methodologies for calculus and design. But in the second year, they breathe air because they face global challenges. Any kind of engineer, any specialization, faces in groups of interdisciplinary nature, under the advice of technologists and a humanist scientist, global challenges. We have 6 challenges ongoing: global warming, the reduction of inequalities, the new way we are providing health to people, and so on. And they work in groups, so they they're improving their soft skills, their thinking skills, and this keeps the creativity light on that was in a sort of linear and deductive methodology of education that was online before, reducing their capacity to go beyond what is linear. Then we have challenges, then we have innovation challenges provided in the magistral part, the master part of the courses by companies or by the students themselves. And when they are close to the end of their professional career, they are thinking in groups of interdisciplinary nature about something new, about an innovation, and there are startups that are being created before the students are graduated. Companies know people before they got graduation, and they book them, and so that the companies pay us to do these challenges. We have students' teams that are merging the classes from the newcomers to the old ones in 80 to 100 people that are working on the improving prototypes year after year. Like fastest car based on hydrogen, or the most aerodynamically conceived bicycle, but we have 34 online teams. So we are less specialization, more softs, more thinking skills, more group working, which is the way things are going on in companies. But the point is that I need my professors. I cannot fire anyone because I'm a public university, and to grow and adapt. We created a school for professors. I talked about the beauty farm of my professor. It's called Teaching and Language Laboratory, because, by the way, they need to learn English. But they need to learn pedagogists. They need to change their own courses to stimulate critical thinking, and not just to transfer information and get the information back. Because coming to artificial intelligence, there has been a revolution in the last 5 years. First, I'm a chemical engineer. We learned there is a big company, Solvay, that is producing fluorinated hydrocarbons for cooking goods, and they have, through big data and algorithms, changed the way they are controlling their production plant, and by these means they got 20% increase of their productivity. They don't really know why, but they got it. That's neural networks, you know about that. You're experts about that. I was used to say, when the level of the liquid is getting low, I put more liquid in, and that's the way we are regulating stuff, temperatures, or by proportional, differential, integral algorithms, but simple stuff, cause and effect. Now the world is changing, but that was not enough. The generative artificial intelligence has come 2 years ago, and it is completely changing things. In a few months, maybe, or years, there's going to be someone that is telling the truth to us about what is known in the world immediately. When I was a researcher, I was a PhD student, I used to go with a big luggage through all the libraries in Italy to copy the articles I got from the libraries, cut pieces of paper. It was not such a long time ago. It was early 90s. Producing files, hard files, to write reviews or write the introduction of my scientific papers in a up-to-date way. Now this is done by artificial intelligence, generative artificial intelligence, very fast. It's going to be extremely fast. So, if I think of my professors using the chalks on the board the same way every year since ages, and I ask them, you have to take the generative artificial intelligence as the base ground and build on that. That's huge. I already convinced, before the advent of ChatGPT, half of my professors to go and learn in the teaching and language laboratory, the beauty farm, I told you. But now I have to change the beauty farm with additional content, how to take advantage of ChatGPT, because the students are taking advantage immediately, but the professors not. And that's stimulating. And that's a good task for the future of any university. And the faster we are moving in this process, the better we will be. There is a huge opportunity to close the gaps among the universities, especially technical universities. And by the way, there is a revolution ongoing in the industry. Sooner this generative AI will take the place of manpower, but white collars. Possibly half of the software will be developed by some Android through this, and there will be a less need of human beings, which is not bad news for Italy, because there is a tremendous lack of data scientists, but part of the job of data scientists is going to be substituted by this. You know, we have denatality in Italy. Any woman is producing in Italy 1.24 babies in her life, sorry. And this is a big problem. We, as universities, are keen on trying to attract from abroad. Politecnico has now 20% of its students coming from abroad, which is very good news for Italy. And we would like to expand it. But in a way, artificial intelligence is going to change. And think of the small, medium enterprises. We have 90% of our companies that are small, medium enterprises. They need immediately to understand what is going to happen to them in 3-4 years' time with this revolution that you are aware of. But it's going to be dramatic. And if you don't change, you're going to be out. So we feel, in a way, on track. We have been changing in these last 5 years very much at Politecnico di Torino, but we feel anxious to change even more and to do that together with companies. It's now impossible to work the way we have been working with companies like Fiat here, governing economy, taking the decision, organizing their employees in batteries of mechanical engineers, designers, economists, working in different buildings even. Now everything is based on group of disciplinary nature, but Fiat is not governing more any longer. The economy, everything is globalized, is ever changing, is uncertain, and we need to train our technologists to be capable of handling this. And we need the creative engineers. We need humanistic engineers. And we need to prepare them to take decisions, because what we need to keep on doing as humans is to take decisions, helped by these new technologies that are coming from your side. But this is going to be quite a task. It's a revolution. And believe me, the most important thing that I can do is to try to convince as many professors of mine to change and learn this. And maybe that you are going to help me as well. Thank you very much for your attention. And I'm pleased to hear for the next speaker. And I think that this kind of conferences are what we need. And the more people get aware of this, we need to get even common people to be aware of that, not to be, let's say, scared, and not to be hosting room for populists and easy solutions that are not there simply. So this is part of our third mission. Politecnico di Torino has been changing so much to push society, to get knowledge diffusion among common people, and to help innovation in companies. But we need companies to grow, and they need us. So it's a sort of mixture. It's the triple helix that, after 20 years from its conception, is finally becoming reality in Italy through us. Thank you very much for your attention.